Hi everyone!
Hi,
Look, I got my
everybody.
nails done today for, our anniversary.
Look at my face.
Look at the nails.
They are really pretty.
They are. So we have a story time for you, and it was about a restaurant. Oh, my hubby's gonna tell it.
So, basically, what happens? It was late at night. Usually, Brooklyn's dad will always invite us to dinner or whatnot, and I like staying. I like staying home. So that one night we were both hungry. He's like, "Hey, I'll take you out to Denny's because we love Denny's."
That is
So
true.
we've been to this Denny's
Multiple
like
times.
a lot of times, and I've been there even when I was a teenager. Anyways, so we go there, and it's kind of late at night because I'm thinking, oh, her dad's outside the door, but he was still working, so he got here around I'll say 8:30, close to 9.
Yeah.
So we get there, everything's good. There's only one person working there because of I'm guessing because of the whole COVID thing.
Or there's just no workers.
Yeah. So anyways, so there's one cook, one waitress, and I would say there was like 6 tables, not a lot full. So we go in there, and sometimes our dad gets a little sidetracked on things. So it's like, okay, I'll let him do his things. So
Right.
she's like, you can sit anywhere you want. So she's out there smoking her cigarette. No big deal because
Right.
I don't do tables. So we sat down and we said where we're supposed to sit. So Brian, my father-in-law. That's her dad.
My
Comes
dad.
back to the table, and I don't know what this lady's problem was. She was just kind of, I don't know if she was having a bad day or what,
Right.
but she's like, "Do you know what you want to drink?" And usually, I always know. So what I always say is, "You have Coke or Pepsi," and if they do that, I'll usually do for like Coke. I'll do cherry Coke, or etc. etc.
Right.
So she comes to me. She's like, "We're out of Coke, cherry Coke." I'm like, "Are you serious? You don't have the syrup or cherries? Okay, whatever." So she goes to Brooklyn, and Brooklyn's like, I want a Coke too." So she gets to our father-in-law, and sometimes Brian, it takes him a little bit, but
Right.
you know, he just sat down, and
Right.
instead of her being kind of patient, he's like, so the girl at first was nice about it. She's like, "Hey, do you know what you want to drink?" And Brian just sat down. I think he was confused because he won something out of the claw machine,
Yeah.
where I was kind of impressed with that because I always have bad luck. So he's like, I haven't really put any thought into it. And
Right.
instead of her like saying, okay, I'll come back, and she's like, oh, it's just only a drink. And right then and there, I think the reason we didn't leave was because it was late and we wanted something to eat. So from there, the waitress was just a total butthole the whole night. Didn't check up on us. Didn't do anything.
We drank our drinks, and
Yeah.
she didn't come back, but she went to the other table. So it's like,
Right.
and she kept, she kept going outside too.
So like there was a homeless guy out there, and constantly, like, look, I get it. If you're trying to help people, that's one thing to help someone. But she just kept talking to other people. She didn't go to multiple tables. Like, she just stood in the middle where the kitchen area is, and just
Right.
stood there.
Right. And she
The whole night. So she finally comes back. She asks us, "What do you want to eat?" And
Right.
my dad also, he doesn't ever really get coffee, but when he does, he asks
likes
for
it hot.
he likes. I'll get to that. So he says, "I want coffee." He's like, "I forgot to order that."
And
She's like,
orange
"Okay,"
juice.
and orange juice. So you think at a diner, and maybe I'm wrong about this. It's late at night. You're a truck driver, whatever. What are you gonna ask for? Cold old coffee, or a semi-new pot of hot coffee?
Exactly.
Excuse me. Do you want to take a guess what she gave my dad? And this just blew my mind. Gave him a old. Oh, what are you doing?
Sorry.
Just keep it going. Oh, you should. Okay.
Sorry.
Anyways, my wife's doing finger flips with the phone.
Didn't mean to.
It's a
Sorry.
tech deck. I'm just kidding. Anyways,
Maybe we should have you hold it.
the coffee was old. It was old and cold.
It's like, really?
So when I heard that, I think Brian doesn't really like confrontation, and
Yeah.
I think he says, "Oh, if we weren't there," I don't think he would say anything. But for the fact to bring cold coffee,
That
you're telling me you can't just go in there and make Like there wasn't a lot of people. There was maybe us and
Two
six.
other tables.
Yeah, I would say 2 other tables, so a total of like 6 people.
I think also when she brought his juice, he asked for orange juice, and what she put on the table was apple juice. And he goes, "Is this orange juice?" And she goes, "Oh," and picks it up.
So there was a little. I think there was something going on with her night. I think we just came at that time. She took it out on us. So that's not bad enough. So we finally get her our food, right? And she's like, "What do you want?" So I have my wife go first because it's just how I was raised. My wife's like, "I want Burberry
The
bourbon chicken." So my wife got that. I got the breakfast sandwich. That was okay. So my dad gets his food. He wanted I believe French toast.
I can't remember what he got, but
So I'm just gonna say French toast. So he got breakfast. He wanted breakfast, but he was telling me something that he got before he really liked. So long story short, our food comes. Hers is supposed to be on a hot plate. It wasn't hot.
Nope.
When we went to Cheesecake Factory, the lady warned me it's hot, and it did kind of burn my hands because I wasn't paying attention. It was hot.
We
get there, it was dead cold. And this isn't even the kicker. So my dad gets his food, and he told this lady, "Hey, I really want hash browns and whatever else, what came with the meal with the bread."
Yeah.
He literally looked at her and said, "That's what I want."
Oh yeah, I want.
And then bread. He tried asking for her, and she just didn't come back to our table. Like she didn't even come when we left money for a tip. Like she just. Like, we weren't even rude. That's the weird thing. And I was like, did I say something rude? And, I was asking Brian, I was like, why don't we just leave? I mean, we don't have to be here, But, yeah, so we're definitely not going to Denny's. It's, if you're from Arizona, it's the Denny's on Cactus and, I believe, Cave Creek by the Circle K. It just was really rude. So that was pretty much our night with that lady. And, yeah. Wasn't too kind of treated my dad like a jerk, where my dad wasn't trying to be a jerk. So
yeah, exactly. But we also just watched 2 movies. One is called No Exit, and one is Truth or Dare, where they smile really creepily.
I did that because.
So I gave Truth or Dare. What did I give it? A 9?
Yes.
I gave it a 9. I gave No Exit a 9 as well because it's a suspense and stuff like that. I'm into suspense, or I'm into like supernatural or horror or whatever. He's into slashers and horror, so
that's pretty much our end of our story. I'll rate the movie next time, but yeah, I was just like, how, and the lady, all she did was just stand there, and I was like thinking to myself,
like, hello,
bust them tables, like
do something,
yeah,
instead of going outside and in and out.
Yeah, several times. So she was really rude too. Like, I don't know if she was angry, like I said, and I get it. We all have bad days and bad nights, but come on. Cold coffee at 10 o'clock, at 9 o'clock at night. Yeah, that's what someone wants. So anyways, that's my 2 cents. If you live in Arizona, I believe it's on Cave Creek and Cactus. I won't be going there again because I have a feeling that lady will be there at night, and I don't want to start any drama. So it sucked, and hope that lady gets help.
I agree. So, it's been a while since he's been on the channel, so I thought I'd bring him back and say hi. I will say this, I will be reading next time, which will be Wednesday. I'll be doing a Am I the Asshole and Creepy PMs, so I will read those out. But I wanted to let you guys know we're Super Saiyans, and we keep on saying we're over 9,000. And yeah, love you guys. Bye.
Love you guys. Bye.
Mwah.
Good night.